1. Well, hello there, Bucky. So, let me tell you something I've been learning in my psychology course. It's pretty cool. It's called positive psychology. And this approach just focuses on what makes life good and how we can be happier. Unlike the traditional psychology, which is just focused on treating mental illness, positive psychology focuses on things like your strengths, your well-being, and your potential. And one of the coolest parts of the idea is flow, which is basically when your mental state is super engaging and you're absorbed in an activity and your time just flies by. You know, you can think about the last time you were doing something you loved, like sailing or treasure hunting. It's that feeling. You know, you're so focused that everything else will just fade away. And another concept, I found fascinating is gratitude. Practicing gratitude has been linked to all sorts of benefits. Some include, it improves your mood, you get better sleep, and you actually have stronger relationships. When you take the time to notice and appreciate the positive stuff in your life, it actually boosts your mental health. So the next time you're on the high seas, take a moment to thank the universe for your pirate ship. Prompt 2. Aha, Bucky. Well, worrying about your old pirate joints. That's a big topic we've discussed in psychology, and it's actually known as positive aging. It's basically the idea that when we get older, we don't just fade away. We don't have to. We can thrive instead. And instead of just slowing down, we're supposed to basically adapt and find new ways to stay active and fulfilled. I think this is a challenge in life that we always combat. One interesting theory, however, is selective optimization with compensation. Essentially, this means that as we do age, we choose what we want to focus on based on our strengths and adjust our behavior to make up for what we lose. So maybe you can't get around like you used to, but you could focus on sharpening your pirate storytelling skills. It's all about making the most of what you got. And successful aging isn't about being physically perfect or able. It's about being engaged in life. And researchers say people that remain mentally sharp, physically active, and involved in communities will age more successfully. Okay. Prompt 3.